And according to a new report, DHS Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen may not be fired after all. Her newly observed toughness on illegal immigration and the caravans has reportedly impressed the president. We'll see. The FBI's corrupt chief of counterintelligence, retiring, Bill Priestap, helped oversee the Bureau's investigation of Hillary Clinton's emails and the supposed Trump-Russia collusion. He leaves his post by the end of this year. His departure, one of the last from the Obama era. Among those who have also left or fired, they include former FBI Director James Comey, his deputy director Andrew McCabe, both fired. Agents Lisa Page, Peter Strzok, and General Counsel James Baker. Joining me now, Harmeet Dhillon, the Dhillon Law Group managing partner, a board member of the Republican National Lawyers Association, and RNC committeewoman for California, Gregg Jarrett, Fox legal analyst, also author of the New York Times bestseller, The Russia Hoax. Great to have you both here. And Harmeet, let me begin with you, because you lived with the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. What a test that is for reason, for law. How does your reaction to their ruling?
Well, Lou, I'm a passionate First Amendment lawyer, and I found this decision to be crazy because it wasn't even what the plaintiff who was appealing, the defendant who was appealing the case, asked for. These judges actually, after seeing the original briefs, reached out and asked them to brief this other issue, which nobody was asking about, which is this law so vague? And the law, by the way, is a law that says that it is a crime to encourage somebody to come into the country or stay in the country illegally. Pretty clear. Just like it's a crime to encourage somebody to break any other law. But the court said in this case, because they're sympathetic to people encouraging their relatives to stay illegally or lawyers encouraging their clients to stay illegally, that the law violated the First Amendment. I think this case is ripe for an appeal to the United States Supreme Court. Hopefully that decision will be reversed. It makes no sense.
And if that's the case, Greg, it'll just add to the high percentage of reversals of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. But at this juncture, they're not even adhering to common sense.
No, so they contort the law and the facts. You could make $1 billion betting against the Ninth Circuit. They get it wrong all the time. Classic example. This has nothing to do with the First Amendment and free speech. You know, it's bedrock law in America that if you provide substantial assistance in the commission of a crime, it's aiding and abetting. It's a violation of the specific statute. But the Ninth Circuit, you know, I don't know if they're smoking a lot of that legal marijuana out there, but, you know, they got it all wrong.
If so, they must have been on some illegal marijuana for years, because it hasn't been a change in pattern. Yeah. Let's go to Bill Priestap, one of the central figures at the FBI, retiring. You know, no consequences.
No, of course not. None of the people who are associated with the Obama administration or Bill and Hillary Clinton have any consequences for their misconduct and criminal acts. You know, Priestap is a part of the Comey cabal. He helped cleanse the exoneration statement of Hillary Clinton's criminality. He also was involved in deceiving the court to spy on the Trump campaign. And this is a guy who stonewalled Congress for the longest time. And then finally, when he was forced to testify behind closed doors, he laid all the blame on Peter Strzok. Good riddance of Bill Priestap. Good riddance.
Harmeet, what about the Republicans? Frankly, they look like fools now, particularly in the House. Save the House Intelligence Committee led by Devin Nunes. I mean, they had the clock run out on them from Fast and Furious, from Benghazi forward, lots of blather, lots of hot air, and no delivery. This is, I think, in retrospect, and it's before the end of this Congress and control, Republican control. I mean, it is awful to contemplate what a failure they represent in their investigations from those committees, isn't it?
It has been an impotent performance by many of our Republican members of Congress, unfortunately. And, you know, people who we all respect originally, like Trey Gowdy, have made a lot of excuses for some of these guys and said that they think they're great and so forth. And so here we are with the final minutes on the clock. And it's now Comey is finally going to come and testify, but I have no hope that anything is going to come out of that that's worthwhile. And
are the Republicans learning anything?
These guys are getting off scot-free. You know, I am one who is very disappointed. We're going to have better people running in the next circle. But I mean, you know, we also had the whole mishap with the NRCC hacking and so forth. I mean, it's crazy. It's not our best and brightest hour here, unfortunately, Lou.
Harmeet Dhillon, Gregg Jarrett. I've got to give you the last word here.
Comey's the master of deception. He is as clever and cunning and slippery as an eel. He will not give anything of substance to the committees.
You know, you never hear those kinds of accolades about a Republican. Gregg Jarrett, Harmeet Dhillon, thank you both for being with us. We appreciate it.